just wanted to show some beautiful cowboy guns. I wanted to show you something new that I got a little while ago. Sorry I ain't woken up yet. I just got up and I got a bunch of holsters to make, and I want to show you these beautiful belts I got from Deltec that they sent here. I do show a lot of different people's belts on this channel, but if you guys are like leather guys, traditional, you know, high quality leather guys, these belts are some of the nicest I ever received from anybody. They're beautiful. Now the thing that's special about these Deltec belts is they have a steel core liner in them. Steel core liner. Okay? The thing about that is a lot of these new tactical belts have the plastic core liner, you know, the plastic liner in them, and I have them, and after a while they do start to break down. After a long time, it takes a long time, they do start to break down. The difference with these is the liner is steel, so it'll probably last a lot longer, and you don't have to worry about it breaking down. This is bull leather, as you can see, nice and thick, made in the USA, 100%. And the prices for these is what's amazing. DeltecForce.com is the correct name of the company. You guys seen belts I've had from them before. This is my big long fat belt for my body. It's pretty long. So I'm a 42 waist, which is a disgrace. So that means I have to get a 44-inch belt. So what's cool about them is it has slotted screws. They can actually be taken apart, and you can replace the keeper or whatever you have to do if you ever had to. That's pretty neat. Usually most belts are permanently riveted or snapped. The snap ones are alright, but sometimes the snap wears out after a while and it starts coming off all the time, and you'll lose your keeper. You'll lose that. Another thing is their belt buckles are not plated. They are solid brass. This color is called rich brown. This is like my favorite color that they make. It's like black on the edges, beautiful dark brown, super thick. This is a really strong belt. This is a great belt if you're going to carry a full-size gun. If you want to carry a 1911 or like a Glock 17, something big and pretty heavy. Sig Sauer, you know how heavy them guns are. So if I'm carrying my M11A1, something like that, with a full mag in it and all, I will use this kind of belt. Okay, I have a lot of different kinds of belts. So Deltec.com is definitely, DeltecForce.com, sorry guys, is definitely my favorite leather lined belt. That's for sure. Now, when you go to their site, you're going to see the prices, and you're going to be very pleased with what you see. If you mention the Armory channel, you get a 10% discount, and I'm almost positive, I think it's free shipping. Okay, that's how it was before. I don't know if it still is like that. It might be. Okay, this one here is 1.75. You can see it's a lot wider. This is the camel tan, it's called. Really pretty belt. And this is just chrome, and it has the double posts. This is great for something really heavy, like definitely like a full-size 1911 or a heavy gun, you know, big Beretta or something. It's really beautiful leather, made in the USA. Okay, and this is for a friend of mine. It's a 38 waist, so you have to order a 40. All handmade, man. So I want to thank these guys for sending these belts here. And I will use this one. And I figure it goes with the Cowboy guns. That's why I wanted to wait to do this video for the Cowboy guns, because it looks like, you know, the leather and the Cowboy guns. It's a nice combination. So before I start the video on the Cowboy guns, I just wanted to introduce to you DeltecForce.com's new steel core belts. Alright guys, I will put their link under the video, and you guys can go over there and check it out if you want to get one for yourself. Very reasonable. And don't forget, 10% off if you mention my channel. Okay? Alright, so I will wear this one today so I can wear a nice heavy gun to work. That's the only thing about the thinner belts. I know they're a little bit more comfortable because they're less thick, but you're very limited on what guns you can carry as far as weight goes. You know, I'm a very fussy gun carrier, so if I'm carrying a heavy gun, I need a heavy duty belt because I don't want to be pulling my pants up all day. That's the worst thing. I can't stand that. All right, now what we have here is a new addition, and this is, I've been looking at these for about, I'm going to say 3 years. A friend of mine has one. Ever since he got one, I fell in love with it, but I was like, I'm not like real into cowboy guns, you know, so I figure, you know, I don't want to waste money and buy something because I think it's, you know, nice, and then later on sell it, because that's what we do in the gun community. We do that. So I waited and I waited and I waited, and it's still stuck in my head that I still wanted it up to today, you know. So since I work at Double Action, the boss treats us really well, and he lets us pretty much order whatever we like, and we get a good deal on it. And I looked at Lipsy's, our distributor, and I seen that they had the exact lever action gun that I wanted. Length, the lever, the finish, the caliber. It was perfect. It was exactly what I want. And this is the Henry Big Boy 45 Long Colt carbine length. It is heavy. I don't recommend it for hunting. It's heavy. It's heavy. But for home defense and recreational use, it's fantastic. It does not jam. It extracts well. It probably has the nicest action I ever felt on a lever gun. We carry at the shop. We got Rossi's. We've had Marlins. I never had a Winchester. I never even had one in my hand, so I can't compare it to that. I would like to get one of them someday. What's unique about the Henry Big Boy is it doesn't have a side loading gate, so it just has a loading tube like a 22. But some people don't like that because they want the traditional loading gate. It really doesn't bother me. Believe me, if it bothered me, it wouldn't be here, because things bother me, and it really gets to me when things bother me. So it's not that bad, guys. It really ain't. You just turn this. You don't even have to take this out, and you just move it up till it clears, and you can load it quickly, you know, once you get the rhythm, and then slide that back down, and that's ready to go. The only thing you got to watch with these when you get these, because I don't want to see you guys go through it, is when you're loading it, you want to make sure the action is closed. So before you load it, the action needs to be closed, then you load it. Okay? Once it's loaded, then you chamber. You could drop one in there, chamber it, flip it upside down, keep this closed, load that up, put your thing in, and you're ready to go. It doesn't extract hard like I like guns to. I heard the best extracting lever action gun is the Marlin. I don't know exactly what model it was, but that was out of these three guns this person was showing. The Marlin had the best extraction. The Henry had the best look, fit, finish, and the smoothest action of all three guns. But the extraction, if you know how to work the gun, you ain't gonna have a problem. I see a lot of guys when I was watching videos, they're shooting a gun, and when they're working the action, they're doing it real slow like this, real slow. The gun relies on momentum. Every gun relies on momentum so it works properly. Even when you're using a modern Glock, when you rack the slide, you have to do it fast like a slingshot. It needs the momentum to chamber a round. Same thing with this. This needs momentum to extract a shell. So when you're working this, you need to work it like that, and you'll see the extractor shoot the shell out with a lot more force than if you're going to go like this. But this gun will run and extract if you operate the lever slow, but it doesn't extract very well. It kind of just hops out of the chamber. But what I noticed when I give it more momentum, it comes out nice and strong and shoots out. I shot about 150 rounds to it, not one misfeed, nothing. Just be careful with semi-wad cutters because they're shaped like a square. It's not a gun's favorite thing to chamber is a square tip bullet, but this will run it. But when I went to round nose 45 long Colt, you couldn't even feel a chamber. I mean, it's just like so smooth. It's a lot of fun. As far as accuracy goes, I didn't even have to sight it in. I just put the front sight wherever I put the front sight, and it nailed it dead on. This thing is really, really pretty. So I just want to show you up close. The Henry family are from New Jersey, okay? And they've been making these guns for a long time, and they do beautiful work. They're nice and hand fitted. This is American walnut. What I do like about the brass band, I like that the screw isn't just screwed into the wood. It's screwed all the way through, all the way to the other side, and it hits threads on the other side of the band and tightens up. That's great. I mean, that's the way it should be. Some bands are just screwed into the wood and that's it. I can't say enough about it. I got the wider open lever. You want me to be honest with you, just because I think it looks better. It's probably easier to operate a more narrow closed lever than the wide one because your hand's got more room now to move, so I'm going like this. But I just like the way it looks, and what that's for is if for outside, yeah, you know, if you're wearing gloves and stuff like that, it gives you more room to get your hand in there. The trigger is incredible. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so I don't like to dry fire it too much, but I just wanted to show you this beauty. When you take it apart, very, very simple. We're going to do a video on that soon, how to take it apart. I was a little intimidated, I was afraid to take it apart, but once I found out how to do it, I was like, man, that's a joke. That is really simple. The other thing I like about the Henry is you can get this in blue, black, you can get it in silver, or you can get it in brass. The brass on the Henry is a hardened brass, so I know it scratches easy, but the hardened brass is a little bit more resilient, and it does scratch easy, but the good thing about it is you can get some of that kernel brassy, and the beautiful thing about brass, you can just buff it right out. If it's blued and it's scratched, you're screwed. There's nothing you can do about it. If this gets scratched, you can buff it right out. Some people like the brass to oxidize and have that old school look. You know, you just never polish it, and that'll eventually happen. But I'm going to keep it, try to keep it in its new condition. I like the super heavy octagon barrel. It helps with accuracy. You got a lot of meat around that bullet. Less vibration as the bullet leaves the crown of the barrel, which means super accurate. Okay, everything's I don't know if that's gold leaf or whatever, but everything's beautifully done. I mean, this gun, when you look at it, it looks like it cost a lot more than how much these are. You can get one of these for around $750. Real nice, man. And that's cheap. And this is solid brass. That is not plated or anything. Hardened, solid brass. See, it's already scratched there from laying it down on at the range at the table. Real easy to lubricate, real easy to clean. A ton of fun. Great gun. Alright, so this is 45 long Colt, and the reason why I picked that a caliber is because my Ruger Vaquero, which is pretty much a model of the Colt Peacemaker, is a 45 long Colt. So it needed a big brother, and there they are. Just wanted to show you that real quick. And this video is getting way too long. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.